Number one player on YouTube is Zae.
They ain't lost yet.
I don't know what to do. I'm balling up.
That's what I said yesterday. I don't know how to guard.
You know what?
Defense.
I'm gonna go play help side.
Again and again and again and again.
I think it's close. I don't think it's close.
So we're playing to try to wipe out everybody. They be like, all right, if you feel like,
That's my plan.
respect.
You're looking at the number one player on YouTube.
This is Zae. From LA Fitness role players to overseas pros, almost everyone agrees that Zae is the current top dog in the YouTube one-on-one scene. After averaging almost 20 a game at the D1 level, he is now the player to beat on both Ball is Life and the Next Chapter. But what's the blueprint behind Zae's success? In this video, I will be analyzing the strengths and weaknesses in Zae's one-on-one game with the goal of helping out his next opponent. If he pays attention, he could avoid ending up like this guy. Starting off with his strengths, Zae attacks the basket like no one I've seen before. I'd go as far to say that he's the best finisher on YouTube. He treats ones like a layup drill. He's gonna get downhill from the jump, and if he finds success, he's not gonna stop. Against Day Day, who I've covered before and is a pretty decent defender, Zae went up 16-0 at halftime, and it wasn't like he was hitting a bunch of threes. He practically had all layups.
Oh my God, this is a display of skill like no other.
One thing that stands out is how quickly Zae drives off the catch. I found like 20 possessions where he drove within 1 second of getting the ball. This is a lot different than someone like Cam, who will dribble around for 30 seconds before checking up a step back. His efficient playstyle makes it hard for even great shooters to keep up. In his game versus Nesco actually made some very impressive shots, but he stood no chance against Zae, because for every tough mid-range fadeaway Nesco hit, Zae was getting 2 easy layups. He's simply relentless when attacking the basket. Zae is at his best when he's driving right. His signature move is a strong-handed layup/hook shot he does while barreling into his defender. To perform the move, he drives as hard as possible to the right side of the basket. He then throws his body into his defender, using it as a shield to prevent the defender from blocking the shot.
Oh my God!
The remarkable thing about this move is that he goes off of the wrong foot, his right foot, to throw off the timing of his defender even more. The degree of difficulty on this layup is pretty high, so he must have practiced this move a ton to get it in his bag. One thing you must know about Zae is that he never uses his left hand. Instead, when he drives left, he'll typically go for a pump fake to try to get his opponent to bite. If they do jump, he has an easy layup at the basket. Alternatively, Zae also likes to spin back to his right hand after driving left. I would break my ankle if I tried to spin this fast, but Zae has great footwork and is able to stay on balance. But again, the moral of the story is if Zae drives left, he's probably not going to go straight up, so you should try to stay down on the first fake.
You cannot have turnovers trying to win this.
Zae's second go-to move is a crafty floater he uses once he gets inside the paint. After he establishes his drive and layup threat, defenders naturally give him a little bit more space. This is where the floater becomes deadly. With no help defense in a one-on-one, it's a reliable shot. It's a perfect counter to his usual aggressive drives, allowing him to score before defenders can even foul. This is a great move, and I think players like Nas and Rob could really benefit from adding it to their bag. Zae is obviously hard to guard, but there are some holes in this game you could try to poke at. To begin, Zae wants to drive right, so it's smart to try to force him to go left instead. He's hesitant to use his left hand at the rim, and he'll try to eventually get back to his right even when it's not there. Watch here how Tay shades him left, encouraging him to take the left drive. Because Zae refuses to use his left, Tay now has the positioning to come up with a nice block. Here again, Tay shades him left, and instead of taking the drive, Zae still tries to spin back right to no avail. By forcing Zae left and staying down on the initial pump fake, Tae was able to find some success on the defensive end. Finally, one last weakness that's worth mentioning is Zae's jumper. Zae's release is slow, his form is ugly, and he simply doesn't seem that comfortable shooting threes. If you don't believe me, look at the numbers. Zae shot less than 20% from 3 in college, so he definitely isn't some knockdown shooter. However, because Zae is so effective at driving to the rim, his defenders give him wide open looks at 3, and even relatively bad shooters can make open 3s from time to time, especially after making a couple of layups. So while Zae's jumper is a weakness, it's not weak enough to just leave him open and hope for the best. Overall, I have Zae ranked in tier 1 of my one-on-one tier list, right next to Nas and Rob. With wins against Nas, Nesco, Tae, and Fombi, Zae has already proven himself in the YouTube one-on-one scene. Sure, his game isn't that flashy, his handle isn't that crazy, and his jumper might even be broken, but good luck trying to stop Zae from getting to the rim. The only guys left on my tier list that I even think have a chance at beating him are Rob, Moon, and Ty. But even then, I'd probably have Zae as the favorite. But as always, these are just my thoughts, so let me know what you guys think about his game, and comment below who I should scout next.
A lot of people ain't gonna be able to take that over and 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 over.